Sticking with a budget isn't always easy, especially when it seems like everybody else is out there just spending like crazy. But before you go out there and spend on something and wind up regretting that purchase, I want to talk to you about 3 questions you should ask yourself to avoid blowing your budget. The first question is this a want or a need? Now, if we're honest with ourselves, all of us have at one point or another bought something simply because we wanted it, not really because we needed it. I'm guilty of the same behavior. I've done it as well. But it really does pay to think about, do I actually need this before you go out and buy something, especially things like gadgets or electronics. Sometimes you might want to be an early adopter and get maybe the latest tablet or smartphone, but there's a cost to being an early adopter. And sometimes having a little bit of patience, a little bit of delayed gratification can really pay off. Secondly, you should think about whether or not you can actually afford it. So you should ask yourself, does this purchase fit into my budget? Just because everybody else is buying it doesn't mean it's right for you, and it certainly doesn't mean that you can afford it. And then lastly, you should ask yourself, have I done cost comparisons? Have I actually shopped around? This is a way that you know whether or not you're really getting a good deal. Just because the store says 20% off or a rebate or a coupon or this merchandise is on sale doesn't mean it's necessarily a good deal. You'll only know whether or not you're getting a true bargain if you've actually shopped around. If you remember to ask yourself these 3 questions before you go out there and spend any money at all, you will be a smarter shopper and you'll avoid blowing your budget.